Until you were 18, you told until you were an adult,
yes,
adult you had to be under someone.
Yes, you said you had to be under someone's, and I said, can I just go back to in Kentucky and just ignore y'all and live somewhere else? And you said, no, we don't want you in Kentucky. That's exactly your word.
Yeah.
Said, I don't want you.
Okay, we'll stop there. That's fine. Thank you.
And the clock ran out in the court today for the former first family of Kentucky. It is our top story right here at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Connie Leonard. Doug is off tonight. Former Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin and his divorced wife Glenna Bevin argued against an emergency protective order requested by their adopted son, Jonah Bevin. He says they verbally and physically abused him as a child, then abandoned him at a Jamaican boarding school last year. Ian Hardwick heard them in the courtroom today.
Governor, will you be taking any questions?
Former Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin faced his own son in family court Wednesday, arguing in his own defense against an emergency protective order granted to Jonah Bevin, his adopted son. He claims his parents abandoned him at an abusive boarding school in Jamaica, the Atlantis Leadership Academy.
The second day I got there, I seen one of their kids named Cody that had special needs, and he was being abused by one of the staff members. And that's when I intervened and also got beat for it. And then 3 days later, I decided to run away.
Outside the courtroom, the protective order prohibits contact between the father and son.
You have asked me not to communicate with you. How often?
Many times.
Many times.
The order also forced Matt to give up his guns. Judge Angela Johnson approved the order and the recent divorce between Matt and Glenna Bevin. Glenna's fighting her own protective order that Jonah requested. Steve Romines represents her.
Glenna Bevin got you counselors, correct?
Yes, she had
Multiple mental health counselors.
But Jonah said those counselors would tell his mother about their conversations. He saw this as manipulation and also accused Glenna of slapping him in the face.
She slapped me before. I only remember really one time that she slapped me, and that was in Netwood.
Last month, despite Matt and Glenna's pending divorce, they both urged Jonah to take a trip to Ethiopia. That's the country they adopted him from when he was 5. Just before leaving on that trip, Jonah backed out.
Then I thought about if I go with him, he's probably going to leave me there because of previous issues.
Matt told Jonah his biological mother was alive while he was encouraging that journey. Until then, his parents told him they weren't sure if she was dead. Jonah believed there was no return ticket for the flight, although Matt insisted there was text message proof of that ticket. Evidence was not presented on that, and several Bevin family members are expected to return in court as witnesses. The case picks back up next Tuesday. In Louisville, Ian Hardwick, WHAS 11 on your side.
Jonah Bevin's lawyer also filed a police report in Louisville, hoping police will criminally charge Matt and Glenna Bevin with child abandonment.